What if I told you that a 16th century prophet may have already predicted the events unfolding in 2025? From economic collapse to shocking world events, Nostradamus's prophecies have left historians and researchers stunned. Some say he foresaw the rise of world wars, natural disasters, and even modern technology. But what about 2025? Many of his predictions are already coming true, and the ones that haven't. They might be closer than we think. In this video, we'll uncover 7 shocking Nostradamus prophecies that could shape our world in 2025. Some are terrifying, others are intriguing, but one thing is certain: you won't believe what's coming next. So, sit back, watch until the end, and let's dive into the mysteries of Nostradamus's 2025 predictions. Before we begin, if you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, "I am ready for the future." Let's see what Nostradamus predicted for 2025. 7. A mysterious, great shift in humanity. Nostradamus's most cryptic prophecy about 2025 speaks of a great shift that shall come, and mankind will be changed forever. Unlike his other prophecies, which reference wars, disasters, or specific figures, this one is more mysterious. What kind of shift could he be referring to? Some experts believe this prediction could signal a profound transformation in human consciousness, society, or even technology. The world is evolving at an unprecedented rate, with artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and digital advancements reshaping every aspect of our lives. Could we be approaching a point where human intelligence merges with machines, creating an era where the lines between human and artificial minds blur? The idea of a technological singularity, where AI surpasses human intelligence and rewrites our civilization's future, is no longer science fiction. It's a real possibility within our lifetimes. If this is the shift Nostradamus foresaw, then 2025 could mark the beginning of an entirely new phase in human evolution. Another chilling interpretation suggests this shift could be more spiritual or metaphysical in nature. Many ancient cultures and spiritual teachings speak of a great awakening, a moment in time when humanity as a whole experiences a transformation in consciousness. With the rise of global crises, economic uncertainty, and social unrest, people are searching for deeper meaning in life. Nostradamus's words may point toward a massive shift in human perception, where millions begin to move away from materialism and embrace higher states of awareness, mindfulness, and interconnectedness. Some even speculate that this could be the beginning of a new spiritual age, where collective human consciousness evolves beyond fear and division. Could this prophecy hint at a global awakening in 2025, where people seek truth, unity, and a greater understanding of their place in the universe? On the other hand, some believe this great shift might refer to a dramatic change in world power structures. Nostradamus often wrote about the fall of rulers and the rise of new leaders, and with growing dissatisfaction toward governments, financial systems, and social institutions, 2025 might be the year when significant political upheavals take place. We are already seeing the erosion of traditional systems, mass protests, and demands for radical changes in leadership. Could this prophecy indicate that a major revolution is on the horizon? Perhaps new systems of governance will emerge, decentralizing power and giving people more control over their own lives. If Nostradamus truly foresaw such a shift, then we may be standing at the dawn of a completely new world order, one that challenges everything we've known so far. One final interpretation of this prophecy relates to Earth itself. Scientists have warned that the planet is experiencing rapid environmental changes, and Nostradamus's prediction of a shift could be linked to a major climate event or a geographical transformation. Some theorists speculate about polar shifts, solar storms, or extreme weather patterns intensifying in 2025, potentially changing the way humanity lives forever. If this is the case, then we may need to brace for massive environmental disruptions that could force migration, alter global economies, and redefine the way we interact with nature. Whether Nostradamus was referring to a scientific breakthrough, a spiritual awakening, a political revolution, or an earth-changing event, one thing is clear. 2025 is shaping up to be a year of massive transformation, and we may already be witnessing the early signs of his prophecy unfolding. 6. Space exploration and contact with extraterrestrials? One of the most intriguing Nostradamus prophecies for 2025 speaks of a great discovery in the heavens and man reaching beyond his realm. Many believe this is a reference to space exploration, an area where humanity is making unprecedented advancements. With NASA, SpaceX, and other space agencies pushing toward deep space missions, could 2025 be the year we finally set foot on Mars or discover a new habitable planet? Scientists are already working on plans to colonize Mars, and with new space telescopes scanning the universe for signs of alien life, we are closer than ever to a groundbreaking cosmic discovery. Could Nostradamus have foreseen a historic space milestone that will change how we see our place in the universe? Another interpretation of this prophecy suggests that Nostradamus may have been predicting actual contact with extraterrestrial life. His writings mention strangers appearing in the sky and beings descending from above. While skeptics argue that this could be metaphorical, recent events have sparked serious debate about UFOs and non-human intelligence. Governments around the world, including the United States, have begun declassifying UFO reports, with high-ranking officials admitting that some sightings defy explanation. If an official announcement confirming extraterrestrial life were to happen in 2025, it would be one of the most important moments in human history. Could Nostradamus's vision of visitors from the skies finally be coming true? However, there is another possibility. Some scholars suggest that Nostradamus wasn't predicting aliens from another planet, but rather the rise of artificial intelligence and its connection to space exploration. AI is already helping scientists analyze cosmic data at speeds far beyond human capability. Autonomous AI-powered robots could soon explore deep space, communicate with unknown civilizations, or even make first contact before we do. In this sense, beings from the sky could be a reference to advanced, intelligent machines reaching other planets before humans can. As AI-driven spacecraft and satellites scan the universe for new discoveries, 2025 could be the year when technology finally unlocks the secrets of the cosmos. If Nostradamus truly foresaw a great discovery in the heavens, then 2025 could be a turning point for humanity. Whether it's a breakthrough in astronomy, a confirmed alien signal, a successful Mars mission, or the rise of AI and space exploration, one thing is clear: something big is on the horizon. Could this be the moment when we realize we are not alone in the universe? Or will 2025 mark the next giant leap for mankind? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. 5. A global economic collapse and the rise of a new financial system. One of Nostradamus's most alarming predictions for 2025 speaks of the great towers of wealth crumbling and the people crying out for change. This cryptic message has led many to believe that he was foreseeing a major financial crisis, one that could shake the global economy to its core. In recent years, experts have warned about rising debt, inflation, banking instability, and the increasing reliance on digital currencies. With geopolitical tensions, market volatility, and the potential for another recession, could 2025 be the year when the financial systems we rely on collapse under their own weight? Many analysts believe the world is heading toward a massive economic downturn. Inflation is rising, interest rates are unpredictable, and traditional banking systems are struggling to keep up with modern financial demands. Countries are drowning in debt, and the economic gap between the wealthy and the poor is growing wider than ever. Nostradamus's words, "The towers of wealth crumbling," could symbolize the fall of major financial institutions, leading to a global crisis unlike anything we've seen before. If stock markets crash or major banks fail, we could witness widespread economic panic, job losses, and the collapse of entire industries. Some experts have even compared our current financial climate to the period before the Great Depression, warning that a massive financial reset might be inevitable. But Nostradamus's prophecy doesn't end with collapse. He also speaks of a new system rising from the ashes. This has led many to speculate that a new form of global currency or financial restructuring may emerge. With the rise of cryptocurrency, digital banking, and decentralized finance, DeFi, traditional monetary systems are already being challenged. Some believe that 2025 could mark the beginning of a world where cash is obsolete and governments introduce fully digital currencies. China has already launched its own central bank digital currency, CBDC, and other nations are quickly following suit. Could we be heading toward a cashless society where everything is tracked, controlled, and managed through digital financial networks? If so, Nostradamus' prophecy might be warning us about the dangers of a financial system that gives governments and corporations complete control over people's money. Another interpretation suggests that this economic shift could be more than just a technological change. It could also be a revolution in how wealth is distributed. Many are calling for an end to the current system that allows the rich to get richer while the poor struggle to survive. Nostradamus's prophecy of the people crying out for change could indicate that global protests, movements, or even revolutions may take place, forcing governments to rethink economic policies and introduce a fairer system. Some experts believe that universal basic income, UBI, could become a reality in the near future, where every citizen receives a set amount of money from the government regardless of employment status. If this happens, it could reshape the global economy forever, creating a world where people are no longer dependent on traditional jobs for survival. One final and chilling possibility is that this economic collapse could lead to a rise in extreme financial control and surveillance. If physical money disappears and everything moves to digital platforms, governments and corporations could have complete oversight over people's transactions. This means that spending could be monitored, controlled, or even restricted based on social behavior, credit scores, or political beliefs. Could this be the future that Nostradamus warned us about? A world where financial freedom is replaced by strict regulations and digital tracking? Or does his prophecy signal the birth of a more balanced and just economic system? One thing is certain, 2025 could be a year of massive financial transformation, and the choices we make today will determine the future of global wealth. 4. Climate catastrophes and Earth's Great Reckoning. One of the most terrifying Nostradamus prophecies for 2025 warns of great fires from the sky, floods swallowing cities, and the land trembling in fury. Many believe this prediction aligns with the growing evidence of climate change, extreme weather events, and natural disasters becoming more frequent and more destructive. Scientists have already been sounding the alarm. Wildfires are raging stronger than ever, hurricanes are intensifying, and heat waves are breaking records. Could Nostradamus have foreseen a tipping point in 2025 where nature fights back against human destruction? Wildfires are spreading across continents, consuming forests, homes, and entire towns. The Amazon, California, Australia, and parts of Europe have all experienced devastating infernos that scientists say will only get worse. With global temperatures rising, Nostradamus's vision of great fires from the sky could be a reference to the uncontrollable blazes fueled by scorching heat and dry conditions. Similarly, floods are washing away communities, and coastal cities are sinking due to rising sea levels. If 2025 brings record-breaking storms, hurricanes, and typhoons, we may see an era where cities are abandoned and populations are forced to migrate inland. But climate disaster isn't limited to fire and water. Nostradamus also speaks of the land trembling, which many interpret as an increase in earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tectonic shifts. Scientists warn that supervolcanoes like Yellowstone and Campi Flegrei are showing concerning signs of activity. If one of these massive volcanic systems were to erupt, the effects could be devastating, blocking out sunlight, causing global cooling, and plunging the world into chaos. In addition, recent studies suggest that a mega earthquake in the Pacific or along major fault lines could be imminent, Could 2025 be the year when the Earth unleashes its most destructive forces? Perhaps the most disturbing possibility is that these disasters will not only increase in intensity, but also lead to mass displacement, food shortages, and societal collapse. With agriculture being heavily affected by changing weather patterns, crops could fail, leading to widespread hunger, skyrocketing food prices, and global instability. If major cities become unlivable due to climate disasters, millions of people could be forced to migrate, creating conflicts over resources, territory, and survival. Nostradamus' prophecy may be warning us that 2025 could be a year of reckoning, where humanity is forced to confront the consequences of environmental destruction. Could we see a global shift toward sustainability, or will we continue down a path of destruction? The future of the planet may depend on what happens next. 3. A major war and the redrawing of borders. Nostradamus' writings contain chilling references to great battles, fire in the skies, and the land divided by steel. Many believe this prophecy points to a major war breaking out in 2025, one that could reshape the world order forever. With rising geopolitical tensions between powerful nations, armed conflicts escalating, and alliances shifting, could we be on the brink of a global conflict that changes history? In recent years, conflicts have been growing more intense, with superpowers clashing over resources, trade, and ideology. Russia, China, the United States, and European nations are all involved in high-stakes power struggles. Nostradamus' warning about fire in the skies could be a reference to modern warfare, missile strikes, and air battles that could erupt between rival nations. Some experts fear that regional conflicts in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, or the South China Sea could escalate into a full-scale war. If a large-scale war does break out, it could lead to massive destruction, economic collapse, and the redrawing of national borders. But Nostradamus also speaks of hidden weapons unleashed. This could indicate the use of cyber warfare, artificial intelligence-driven combat, or even advanced weapons that the public has yet to see. Modern military technology is evolving rapidly, with AI-controlled drones, hypersonic missiles, and quantum computing all being integrated into warfare. Could 2025 be the year when military technology takes a terrifying leap forward, changing how wars are fought forever? If Nostradamus foresaw this, it's possible that the battles of the future will not just be fought with guns and bombs, but with digital attacks, automated killing machines, and weapons capable of global destruction. One of the most concerning interpretations of this prophecy is that it might not be about a traditional war between nations, but rather civil unrest, revolutions, and internal conflicts within countries. Nostradamus' mention of the land divided by steel could symbolize the breaking apart of governments, the rise of new powers, or the overthrow of existing leaders. In many parts of the world, political instability is rising, with mass protests, economic crises, and dissatisfaction with governments reaching new levels. Could 2025 be a year when nations fall apart, leaders are overthrown, and entire regions descend into chaos? If so, we may witness a period of global transformation, one that Nostradamus predicted centuries ago. As we look ahead to 2025, the world is at a crossroads. Whether it's climate disasters, war, or a complete financial collapse, Nostradamus' prophecies seem more relevant than ever. But do they serve as a warning of unavoidable doom? Or are they a call for humanity to change its course before it's too late? Let us know what you think in the comments below. 2. The Great Economic Collapse, a financial crisis like never before. Nostradamus' prophecies contain a chilling warning about great riches turned to dust, the golden city in despair, and the downfall of merchants and kings. Many believe this is a prediction of a devastating global economic collapse in 2025, one that could surpass anything we've seen before. With financial instability looming, rising debt levels, and growing concerns about inflation, are we standing on the edge of the greatest financial disaster in modern history? In recent years, economists have been sounding the alarm about dangerous economic trends. Global debt has reached record-breaking levels, with countries, corporations, and individuals all borrowing more than ever before. The stock market, which has seen massive growth over the past decade, is showing signs of instability. Experts fear that a sudden crash could wipe out trillions of dollars in wealth overnight. Nostradamus' warning about riches turning to dust could symbolize the collapse of major banks, the fall of powerful financial institutions, and the destruction of investments that people once believed were secure. If this prophecy comes true, millions of people could lose their jobs, businesses could shut down, and entire economies could crumble. Another alarming factor contributing to this possible collapse is the rapid rise of artificial intelligence and automation. Nostradamus wrote about the hand of man replaced and the masses left wandering. Many interpret this as a reference to automation replacing human jobs, leading to mass unemployment. Companies around the world are investing in AI, robotics, and machine learning, meaning that millions of traditional jobs could disappear almost overnight. If large numbers of people lose their jobs, consumer spending will plummet, businesses will fail, and a major economic crisis will become inevitable. Could 2025 be the year when we see a technological revolution that wipes out industries and leaves millions struggling to survive? But the prophecy doesn't just speak of economic ruin. It also warns of currencies failing and governments losing control. Some experts believe that fiat currencies, like the US dollar and the euro, could collapse due to inflation, reckless money printing, or the rise of decentralized digital currencies like Bitcoin. If the world's major currencies lose value, governments will struggle to pay their debts, social programs could collapse, and people might be forced to turn to alternative forms of trade and barter. Could we see a future where traditional money is worthless and the global economy is completely reshaped by digital assets, gold, or even new, government-controlled currencies? Perhaps the most terrifying part of Nostradamus' prophecy is the mention of merchants and kings falling. This could mean that some of the world's most powerful figures, billionaires, business tycoons, and even political leaders, could lose everything. If corporations collapse and financial institutions go bankrupt, we may witness a new world order emerging, where the balance of power shifts dramatically. Some theorists believe that this financial disaster could lead to the rise of new economic superpowers, the decline of the West, and a complete restructuring of global finance. Will 2025 mark the beginning of a new financial era, or will it be the year when the world is thrown into total economic chaos? As we approach 2025, the warning signs are everywhere. Stock markets are shaky, debt is growing, inflation is rising, and trust in the financial system is fading. Nostradamus' prophecy might not just be a prediction, it could be a warning. The question is, will we prepare for what's coming, or will we be caught off guard when the collapse finally arrives? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. 1. The rise of a new world order. A drastic shift in global power. Nostradamus' most shocking prophecy for 2025 hints at a major shift in global leadership, with power moving from the hands of the few to a new force that will reshape the world. He wrote about the old lion falling, the new one rising, a great empire trembling, and a leader emerging from the shadows. Many believe this could mean the collapse of Western dominance, the decline of powerful nations, and the emergence of a new superpower that will take control of the global stage. But who will rise, and who will fall? For centuries, the world has been dominated by the United States and its allies, but recent years have shown signs of decline. Economies are struggling, political divisions are growing, and global influence is being challenged by rising powers. Some experts believe China, India, or even a coalition of nations in the East could take over as the new global leader. Others suggest that technology, artificial intelligence, or even private corporations could become more powerful than governments, controlling the world in ways we have never seen before. Nostradamus' prophecy also warns of a leader in disguise, a ruler unknown, taking control from behind the curtain. This could mean that the person or group who takes power in 2025 will not be immediately recognized. Could this be a reference to a secretive organization pulling the strings of world events? Or could it be that a tech billionaire, a military leader, or even an AI-driven system will become the true ruler of the world? The idea of an artificial intelligence government isn't just science fiction anymore. AI is already making decisions in banking, healthcare, and security. Could the next step be a fully AI-controlled world government? Another chilling part of the prophecy speaks of the fall of a great city, the changing of borders, and the rewriting of history. Some believe this could mean a major war, the collapse of a superpower, or a massive political revolution. Others suggest that the fall of a major financial hub, such as New York, London, or Tokyo, could signal the end of an era and the rise of a new economic capital. If global power truly shifts in 2025, it could bring new alliances, new conflicts, and a complete transformation of international relations. But perhaps the most disturbing part of the prophecy is the phrase, "The people will rejoice, yet they do not see the chains." This suggests that while the world may celebrate this new leadership, there could be a hidden price to pay. Could this mean the rise of a system that appears beneficial on the surface, but secretly controls people's lives in ways they don't understand? Many believe that increased surveillance, digital currencies, and social credit systems could lead to a future where people unknowingly surrender their freedom in exchange for security and stability. As 2025 approaches, the world stands at a crossroads. Will Nostradamus' prophecy come true? Will we witness the fall of the old world and the rise of a completely new power structure? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the world is changing faster than ever, and we must be prepared for what's coming. What do you think? Are we on the brink of a new world order, or is this prophecy just a warning we should take seriously? Let us know in the comments below. The future is unfolding before our eyes. Will Nostradamus' predictions come true? Stay prepared, stay aware, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.